Seems like we're live.
Okay, cool. Hi, Bogdan.
Hi, Andrii. Seems like we're live.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. Hi, Bogdan.
Hi, Andrii. Seems like we're live.
I'm hearing some kind of echo, Bogdan.
I've just turned it off.
Okay, cool. Okay, you have some nice background over there.
Yeah, I do. We worked a lot to make it possible. Yeah, setting up the lights and everything.
Yeah, looks really dope. Every details. I can see some beautiful iguana behind you.
Yeah, the one we use for all the videos actually. Let me just check how many people do we have. The one we use for all the videos actually. Oh,
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
we have 27 people watching us right now. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you guys. Let's.
Hi guys. Nice to see everyone. So should we wait maybe for more people, or we just start and?
I think so. I think so. We definitely have to.
Yeah, cool.
So it's been pretty busy last couple of months, right?
I can say last year pretty much probably the most busiest time in my life. Really, like even my previous startup Colpage, I haven't been working so much as here. It's like totally, I don't know, no weekends, 14 hours per day. It's pretty a lot of things going on here because a lot of the product is actually itself is much bigger than the product I had in previous startup, because first of all, it's a mobile application. It has different layers. It's cross-platform. It has blockchain layer. It has web layer. It has mobile layer. So it's more things to watch for and to develop. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on here. It's like really a lot. And of course, the entire Web3 space where you're always meeting with different people, with partnerships, also takes a lot of time, but it's giving big opportunities. So things are much faster here than in Web2 startups, actually, I can say. It's like half year here is basically like 2 years somewhere else.
So how long did it take for you in your previous startup to make the most of the project? I mean, like you were the CDO at that moment, and
Yeah.
how much time did you spend building it together with the team?
So basically, we founded in 2015, in summer 2015. It was starting as a three of us, three partners. I was responsible for tech, so creating basically the entire product from scratches. Another partner who was the CEO, Ross, he was responsible for investment and management and team. And Sergey was responsible for marketing. And so basically it was like three totally different aspects. Everyone was focused on what they're doing. And I think the peak of the product, the company itself, was in 2019, I think so. At 2019, we had more than 150 people working in the company.
Wow.
We raised around $6 million from these different VCs in Series A round. So that was the peak of the product, itself, and also we had around 5,000 paid clients in B2B sector. Is totally different than B2C because it's 5,000 businesses who paying recurring revenue for your product. So that's quite big numbers.
Yeah.
There, it's a peak. Our product has like around 2 million requests per second for the architecture.
What?
Yeah, 2 million per second because our widget. Yeah, because we had a lot of impressions. So imagine if we place our product on a website of our customer, every single page view they have is going through our servers. because on every load, our widget was loading on client's website. So, for example, we had Orange, which had 100 million page views per month. So that's all went through us as well. So, and you get 5,000 clients like that, and you have crazy loads there. Yeah, it was pretty cool. There were so many stories about like when suddenly we had a spike, product went down, I am in the middle somewhere in the road or whatever, I just stop, bring my laptop, log into server, or to Amazon trying to, bring back servers or increase servers. Yeah, it was pretty dope experience. Basically, without that experience, IguVerse had no chance to exist, because that experience gave us ability to build the product so fast, because basically the time which took us to build the product we have currently, it's insane speed. Actually, nobody builds that fast.
So it's definitely built on top of the experience you've gained
Exactly.
during your work as a CDO. Okay, and
Yeah.
you also mentioned that you guys raised around 6 million, right?
Yeah, 6.5.
How long did it take for you to complete all the rounds? And another question is, comparing raising money for Web3 project and Web2 project, like what's the biggest differences for you that you could highlight?
Yeah, sure. That's a pretty interesting question. I always like to compare these things. So basically, Web 2 is much slower. So, and in Web 2, you raise from funds, from venture capitals, and the process took time and took a lot of bureaucracy. So even, for example, our first round was like around 50K. So the very first, it's not even seed round, I don't know how to call it. It's like some starting round, let's say like that. It was 50K from angel investor. And it also took a few months to finalize the deal, sign the papers, notary, shares, whatever. So the thing is very slow there. A lot of bureaucracy.
The due diligence process, yeah.
Yeah, of course, the diligence process and everything. So yeah, it's much slower, and it's harder. I can say it depends. Maybe if comparing crypto to current condition, I can say maybe even if crypto is harder to raise currently with the market conditions, where the entire sentiment of the market is like so low, and every people we see, most of the funds are liquidated, people are broke. So yeah, so it's hard to raise.
Thanks FTX.
Yeah, but if comparing crypto like 1 year ago, it's a totally different story. It's uncomparable. You could raise a few million just to telling you have another Elon Dogecoin or like
Metaverse,
Elon
whatever.
Kind of different coins there were. Yeah, so
true.
Yes,
true.
Currently, if we in crypto, the thing about crypto in Web3 is that you have actually possibility to choose. If you are good at marketing, if you really have good product, you can raise from people. Yeah, this is like the true beautiness of Web3, because this was basically crypto was built for, right? Decentralization, not to give the power to one entity, which can be easy. But because even in Web2, there are also crowdfunding platforms, but they still have a lot of complications, legal complications, and everything which coming with Web2, like bureaucracy. And crypto gives like the most power for this kind of race. And it will be stupid in crypto not to use it, right? Because that's what crypto, I believe, was created for, to move the power from one entities to people, like money for the people, right? And and this is the option in crypto you can use. If talking about VCs, honestly, my opinion, after my experience, which I had for the last half year here, I can say that crypto VCs is like a big, giant, corrupt scheme where, everyone knows everyone. And, hey, Carl,
you scratch my back, I scratch yours, yeah?
Yeah, we can make quick bucks. So let's do that. Let's pump the shit out of the token. Whatever it does, nobody cares. So that's basically how the most companies in crypto work. The funds, you can see these big valuations and corruption scheme that were going under the hood all the time, and now the bear market exposed all of this. If we're talking about FTX and all of the projects behind that, and I think this rabbit hole is much more deeper than we know. There are so many stuff we actually don't know and we wouldn't know. I think so, but yeah, it's even for us, we experience a lot of that. I can see that nobody like we see is not interested in products, or they're just interested in making quick money, and the easiest
Fastest
thing
exit
for them to
possible.
do just they just call their friends, because Web3 community is so tight. I mean, it's like literally it's a bunch of people circulating between few projects. It's basically how it is. It's like everyone knows everyone. If you are a project and you are have more than a few months in crypto, you already know everything. Everyone from every exchange, from every fund, you already probably talk with the most people, and the most intros are always like double intros, because there are so few people here, so they're just like making one intro to the same people, because it's really a very tight community. And and most of the things, it's like really corrupt things. There were people trying to make few bucks, and the projects are scamming. Yeah, so basically we see is buying cheap and selling and dumping on retail. That's how it was always in crypto. So I believe that true Web3 startup, decentralized startup, should be like for the people, where really there is a chance for retails, for like average joy, as they say, to earn
Angel
actually some.
investors who could bring their connections, and not just inside the Web3 community, but from the outside, from Web2. And that's actually really nice, I think, when projects build something very useful for the outer world. I mean, outside of the crypto cluster. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, awesome. And what are your thoughts about angel investors in like classic finance and in crypto? Because as you mentioned just right now, like it's kind of wild west what's going on right now in crypto, because the market is still maturing and there is a lot of stuff to be done. And what do you think when you're raising funds for Web2 project? You mostly talk to the VCs. Of course, there is due diligence. Of course, there is a lot of it's a lot slower, but in crypto it's much faster. And how fast the retail or angel investors who are coming from Web2 background into Web3, how fast are they, in your experience?
So if we're talking about angel investor in crypto, basically we should differentiate between like retail is just people who form buying like small checks, and and bigger investors. Basically, these angel investors in crypto, it's hard to tell exact like sum from, for example, from 100K plus you are angel investor, and below your retail. It's hard to tell that, because it's based on market conditions, on project valuation and everything. But basically, I think it's more efficient than VCs. I really heard of stories where the top VCs in crypto, because we have advisors from other crypto projects, and I won't be saying names, but the thing is that one of the top tier one VCs, actually, they just put money, and the founders actually talked 2 times with them for the entire project being. So basically, it's like, in Web2, there is I think which is called smart money. It's when the investor not just giving you money, but giving his connections, interests, a lot of help. And this is actually very valuable. This is what we had in our project, and which really investors help us with everything, connections, interest to clients, to even help us hire the best talents from other companies, like a lot of things. And from what I heard from these people from Web3. So this top tier one funds, they giving nothing to the project. They're just interested in the buying early and selling on retails to earn quick money, and that's it. And this is not very helpful for the project. And from my experience from our project, the angel investors who join us, they give us so much help, so much like contacts, interests, and so this is much more valuable. I cannot imagine any fund engage so much as few of our angel investors and how they help for the project. So they are basically, at some point I can say that they are part of the project, not just like investors. So these people, yeah, and this is something that no VC can give you in crypto, because we see in crypto they're just Lambo oriented, just
One Lambo.
I'm in for the technology, yeah. This is what it is in crypto. In Web2 is different, because in Web2 funds is basically the funds, the bigger funds, they manage a lot of money and they have a lot of experience, and they're investing in real products. So their ultimate goal is to find unicorn, to start up with $1 billion plus valuation. And in Web2, you cannot just get this valuation from nothing. You need to have actual product. You need to have actual products. So the first thing they're looking for is products, founders, teams, like real things, hard things, much harder. Not like soft, not just like hype and promises and other things. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's make it clear for the people who've joined us. It's been already almost 15 minutes since we're live. Why we actually rescheduled the AMA session for today from tomorrow. We have already our website, so can you please tell us a bit more in details what's happened, how the website looks, how much effort we put into it, and everything. Please share.
Yes, actually, yesterday was pretty busy day, because we had an update coming to the App Stores. We actually went live finally on App Store. We were fighting with Apple for 3 weeks or even more, and yesterday was the final call, and we finally went live. On top of that, we were releasing our website, updating all our materials, pitch deck, because we got very valuable connection currently. I think I would not tell names. It will be a little secret.
People can find them, some of them,
yeah.
Right?
Later we will tell, but this is really big, and the intro is very warm. I think we will have something nice out of that for the project. And there were so many things on timeline that we just took decision. Was just like, okay, let's postpone this AMA one day and just let's finalize these things, because it's even nicer to talk here when the most of the things are finished. Because if I have such important big tasks not cleared, I will not feel comfortable, because people were waiting a lot for that, and also the entire team was working on that. So we were finalizing important tasks. So we have finally updated the website. It took us a few weeks, probably around a month, to update the website, and a lot of things are coming also additionally on top of that website, as we'll be launching another whitelist, as the last whitelist, which we had 100K actually, around 97, something like that, if I'm correct, like up to 100K participants in the last whitelist, and they get this NFT starter, and a lot of people are playing from that whitelist. Like most of the people are playing. We got a lot of new community from that whitelist, and people are happy. They're earning. They're playing the game. So we are planning to launch more of whitelist like that. A lot of giveaways. So this is one of the, actually, I think the best currently, especially in current market conditions, one of the best customer acquisition channel, because you bring a lot of new audience into your project. Especially we had so much successful airdrop people in CoinMarketCap. They all subscribe to our CoinMarketCap page, and it's really a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
350k.
absolutely.
If you maybe top 50 projects don't have that much people, and just imagine these are the people who have our project in watch list. So whenever the price moves, or if they have application of CoinMarketCap installed, they will get notifications. They will see our posts. So this is actually much bigger than we think. And the CoinMarketCap was so happy about that white list, so they offer us already a new one, and we will have another big airdrop very soon with CoinMarketCap, and it will be much bigger and much beneficial for user and both for the project, because I expect we can attract as much as maybe 700k new users, new watchers for the project, and of course they also probably will be able to put application download there, link to a download application in CoinMarketCap airdrop. Imagine how much users this can bring to the application.
Yeah.
So this is really big, and it will happen in early December. I think up to 10th of December it will be live already. So stay tuned. There is another chance to win something cool for free, and we will bring a lot of new users to the game. This will benefit everyone in the project.
Amazing, great. I'm actually seeing a lot of questions in the chat, so let's, I think, start going through them.
Let's start going with them.
And there are some smart ones who already checked all the details and conditions about the prizes we can give away from this AMA session. So people who asked their questions and also attached their wallet address, we will choose the best questions, and we're gonna have 10 whitelists of Common Rank. The price of each is equal $50, so we will distribute them shortly after this AMA session ends. So let me just open the list of the questions, and I think I'll start from the very top. So
Okay.
yeah, so a lot of them are actually related to the details of game mechanics and stuff. And the first one is from Great Life. And the question is, will there be any burning of NFTs in the future, since there is no limit to the creation and their price will be cheaper on the market? You can buy cheaper than to create your own. That's an interesting question.
That's an interesting question, but the mechanism of the burn is already live, and it's called NFT health, right? If you don't play with your NFT, you don't feed it just dies, and that's it. And this is a mechanism which solves pretty all problems connected with oversupply, which we developed, the mechanism which we developed with our game economists. And this is simply that if users are not active, their NFT is dying, and that's it. If you don't want to die, you need to keep feeding it. If you don't play, but you still don't want your NFT to die, you need to buy tokens from a market to keep it feeding. Also, probably we'll introduce some cool things like, pet hotel, we'll call that, where you can put your animal on freeze, for example. You also pay for that, and you put it on freeze, so it don't need to be fed that much, for example,
So
every day.
Die.
Yeah, we consider that feature in the near future.
Nice.
So, but yeah, basically this mechanism will guarantee that the prices of NFTs, the one who are alive, the one who are with high experience and high ranks, the prices will go up, and the cheese, like, people are sometimes, for example, concerned that we are giving so much giveaways, right, with that NFTs. But the thing is, if users don't play, they're just NFT are dying and they're worthless. So in our marketplace, for example, you won't be able to sell that NFT. The price for that NFT will be zero. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
so it's basically just because some people misunderstand the concept, because we are very much aware that there are a lot of concepts on the market during the bull run that we had, when people just buy NFTs low, sit on them, hold them, wait until the price go skyrocketing and stuff. Like, it's different in IguVerse, right? It's about the usage, it's about the utility, it's about the engagement, it's about the how you interact with your NFTs, right?
Yeah, exactly. Basically, we don't encourage flippers here in IguVerse. I mean, you can get much more value just by playing the game, by actually leveling your NFT, upgrading it. You will get much more out of that if you're just trying to flip it. And basically, this is why the model we created is not like pay to earn, right? Where you can buy the most highest advanced character and just keep extracting, but instead you need to keep grinding all the time. You cannot buy the most expensive NFTs, and to get to the highest level where you get the most of the rewards, it will take some time and effort, of course. So basically, that was the idea, to keep people playing, to keep people socializing, and this is what the direction we are going.
Nice.
More in socializing. That's because we see a big value from that. It really works, because when we started IguVerse, when it comes from idea, we didn't knew actually if it will work or no. Like, okay, new conception, nobody understood what we are going to do, how this will work. And finally, when we started it, we saw the real impact of how fast it brings new users. So users are basically bringing other users. So this really works. It was like, yeah, we were expecting that it will work, but you were not sure, right?
Yeah,
you never
course.
know. It's like something new, you're trying, you're pioneering here, and we see that this just works, and this is the direction we want to go even more. We will bring very soon, a new feature. It's like a big feature. I can say will be the biggest feature, even bigger than we have current socialize. So we want to. It's also going in social direction. So we want to make users interact with each others and give them rewards for that. And first of all, this will be really a sustainable feature where money is not coming out from like thin air, but money is circulating inside, just like moving from one users to another users. And it's like, first of all, it will be really exciting to do that. So basically, okay, I'll tell. Details, but I will do. Okay, so basically, imagine you can see currently in application you have first tab which is coming soon, right? This is what you're currently developing. So the idea is that every users every day will participate in that game. So the game every day will take some of user tokens and put it in an entire pool. So let's say let's say I put 100 tokens, but it's like I cannot pull out from that. It's obligatory. So I put 100 tokens. You put, for example, 100K users put 100 tokens per day, right? And these tokens will be distributed between the most active users in that game. So basically, every day there will be big part of users who will be getting this as a profit. So it's like, let's say, PvP, right? Person to person, where you compete and you get the prize distributing between you. And because of that, this whole feature will be obligatory. So user can opt out from that. That will mean that the amounts of money there with 50K user, which you already have, it will be a lot. And imagine 100K users, 200K users. And for example, let's say it's not exact numbers, right? But let's say 10% of users are getting these rewards, right? So it's 10. If it's 10%, it's
so they
just
share
like
the entire pool, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
10% of the users. So let's say it's like, if it's 10% chance to get there for being active, it's like you will at least 3 times in a month you will get there, right? And the prize pool will be big. It will be feature which is really pays off to use.
Killer feature.
So basically, and it also will be, you know, exciting, because the idea is that you will get NFTs of different users that are animals, and you need to vote between them. Like, you choose which one you more like. So you will get two NFTs on the screen, right, left and right. For example, you swipe left, right, and you choose the one you like more, and you after you can match, you know, and this is like the one who gets the most votes will get the rewards. And there will be a complicated algorithm which will decide how often you are seen to other users, how often you see some users. It will also be connected probably to ranks and stats. So yeah, it's like we're going into that direction, because this is the most important, the most valuable thing here in the project. It's a socialized part. Like, initially, yeah, we always we're positioning ourselves as a socialized or as a social file, not a play to earn. We never were a move to earn. We never were a play to earn, right? We were always socialized to earn, and this is the direction we are going. This is play to earn, move to earn is just small additions in application. Yeah, of course, we also will develop that direction, but our primary direction is going into first socialized to earn, because we don't want to be labeled as a play to earn, as a gamify. And the second direction is tech, to going into AI, which we already have, is very efficient, and we are going much deeper there, and also blockchain tech, of course, because we are a Web3 company. So we are going into multi-chains, bridges, and stuff like that. So basically, yeah, we have three directions, I can say, is the most important. So socialized direction, ecosystem direction, and tech direction.
Nice. You actually have you have answered a lot of not a lot of, but some questions from the chat by mentioning these features, which is really nice. I would like to ask you some other ones. How did you come up with the name IguVerse, and how it all started? Can you share some?
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically the idea of IguVerse were Alex ideas,
Who's
and
Alex?
Alex,
Yeah, specify
Alex,
for our
Alex,
listeners.
the
Yeah.
founder of IguVerse.
Yeah, yeah. I know who's Alex, but yeah. Please
Who is
specify
Alex?
for our listeners.
Yes, so the idea was Alex. Alex created the product. Like,
Yeah, Alex is our
the
CMO. Yeah,
original
as
name
well.
was Iguana Metaverse,
Okay.
and the original direction of the project were like, we were a collection. There were like metaverse direction, but after we decided to change, to going into the game and going in deeper into socialized ideas, then we come up with this idea of socialized to earn. And the name metaverse is simply too buzz. It's so buzzword currently. Back there was especially. Yeah. So it's like, no, it can be another metaverse, which will never get released, as most of these metaverse projects. So we would like to came up with something more, first, shorter, like more nicer, and of course not with that buzzword metaverse, which were much overused back in time. So yeah, it took us, I think, maybe 5 days to came up with the idea. We had maybe 50 different namings, was all connected with Iguana, of course, and with some verse and different also with pets. There were some names without Iguana as well. We also, I remember I bought around 30 domains, different domains, when we were thinking about, we came up with some idea. Okay, let's buy this domain. Maybe we'll use it, maybe not. And there were so different and funny domain names, like connected with IguVerse, Iguana Metaverse, and different.
Okay.
Play, pet, everything. Yeah, and finally, we decided together to stay with IguVerse, which sounds pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and how much time left? Not left. How much time was between the moment you actually had your Lime Iguana and you started developing the project?
No, I think I have my iguana lime for more than 2 years, maybe even 3. I
Oh,
bought it. I bought it on the first year I came here to Bali.
okay.
So yeah, so iguana is already more than 2 years with
Yeah,
me.
so a lot of
And
inspiration comes from there.
yeah. So iguana was is much younger than the project. I mean, older than
Yeah,
the
older.
project.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go through some other questions. So what do we have here? Alexei Chikuno is asking when the when is the launch. So probably some users yeah misunderstand the thing, so please let's tell the people who are listening us again, like what do we have in place.
So basically, we have everything ready. I mean, everything ready with one button to push, and that's it. We can launch any day, right? Because we have everything. The application is live everywhere. Token contracts, whatever, everything.
Yeah, some people
Agreement.
wonder about the such companies like Sortic or Hacken or stuff. Do we have any audit?
Yes, of course we do. We have all the certic audit. Also, a few months, even 1 month ago,
Yeah.
was done for entire pool of the contract. So everything is ready. I mean, legal opinion, whatever bureaucracy, company, everything is ready. And with the product, we have already users, 50K users in less than 2 weeks. It's amazing. The thing is, the one thing we don't have is good market currently. This is, I think, the biggest blocker currently.
The essential point, yeah.
Because before we were postponing the launch because we didn't want to launch another useless token without the product, without the use case, as most of the projects are doing. And we are seeing where they're finishing. We wanted to finalize the product, to bring people, to make a hype, and that's what we are successfully doing. But the market is in so bad condition currently that it's just pointless to list. Yeah, we can do it any day. I mean, 2 days. We need 2 days to prepare everything, to give signal in the chats and with exchanges and everything. Is so, and we can do that. But the thing is, we are focused on performance. We spend so much time to build the product, so much time and engagement to build that, and we cannot afford ourselves to have not successful launch, right? I mean, it's not everything about market, right? But still, the market is like, you can go with a motorbike in a rainy weather, right? But you better will wait for the good weather to go.
True.
So that's what we want to do. That's what we need to do, because we want everything, the wind to point in our direction, not against us. Because if the market is better, more people are buying, it's more buying pressure, it's easier to create hype, easy to get marketing, to do. I mean, currently, if you open crypto news, it's like total disaster, total massacres are. It's like who the fuck will care about some launching where people are losing billions every day, right?
Yeah, true.
It's like this is how it is, right?
Yeah,
Funds
we're
are liquidating.
in the
People
middle
who
of
are
bear market.
multi-billionaires are going broke, right? Bankrupt and in debt, like total madness. And who will? I mean, it's just the worst possible time to launch, right? We will watch. We will watch the shit show how this will end, and this will definitely at some point, cannot nothing go up forever, as same as nothing go down forever.
Yeah.
So there will be a moment when this will stop. People will be in the maximum fear, maximum despair. And and this will be the moment where people will maximum fear. Everyone will say crypto is scam. I'm going back to job, everything. And this will be the moment when this will reverse. And when we will see first greens, when people will start again bringing confidence back, we will launch. We have everything set up. Everything is ready. We can just one click and it is ready. And this is the perfect thing actually, because we are not forced to be launched now, today or tomorrow. We have everything ready. So whenever we see that good moment, that some pump or good news, we just arrange everything quickly. In a few days, we are launching. I really want to launch as soon as possible, because it's like, first of all, people are waiting. Second, like, the full potential of product cannot be opened without launch, because without tokens, the economy don't work fully, right? Because NFTs should be sold by Igu. Currently, it's not possible without Igu. IguP should be exchanged freely, and this thing is a part of economy and especially part of gameplay, right? So this also is a blocker for us as well, because it will be much easier to attract more users if we have this blind. Like, considering all pros and cons, it's just simply better to wait another few weeks. It's like currently we are in the last leg down. So basically, when this leg down will finish in crypto, it can finish at 14K, at 12K, or Bitcoin, or even 9K, right?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter.
This is the last leg down. This is 100% sure. So because it's already the moment where it's just going down, and is not going. No, there is no bounce. There's nothing. Like, this is the last leg down. Yeah. And it can last, of course. It's not means that tomorrow it will bounce, right?
Yeah.
It can last another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, even maybe 5. But after that, there will be some probably flat, and then will be big bounce.
Yeah,
and the bounces.
I truly agree with you, because everything is just story always repeating itself, people when it's people capitulating and screaming their rivers of blood, and everyone is saying that Bitcoin is going to zero, crypto is scam, and so on, but it cannot last forever, the same as the growth. So people were screaming we're going to 100 when it was 60K and stuff. So the market will recover. We are all the enthusiasts here. That's why we're building IguVerse. So yeah, I totally agree with you. But also we have some other questions from the people, and one of them is related to the social tasks. Will we have any add-ons to social tasks? Like, maybe you can give us some sneak peeks on social media add-ons. Like, are we planning to add any other social media for the social task, or many different mechanisms can be used in this feature of the IguVerse app? Please share the information on that.
For sure, of course. Yeah, of course, as I said, socializing is one of our biggest vector of our products. So of course we will advance there a lot. And so the first thing on timelines with socialized turn itself is adding Twitter support. So bringing socialized turn to Twitter is already in progress. I think another few days to finish this, and it will be released on the production as well. Also, we will allow users to customize these pet IDs. So the pet IDs will be much more customizable. So basically, you will be able to choose different layout, like totally different. So it will be more common, for example, for Instagram or for TikTok. So yeah, and we probably will maybe redesign as well the original one, because this is the thing which each user see every day, right? And it should be perfect. So it will take a lot of alpha beta tests to make it the more efficient. So there will be a lot of changes in this pet ID itself.
Yeah.
It will give different options. You will try one option, try second option, compare conversions, everything, until we find the perfect numbers, the perfect fit. Also there will be enhancement in algorithms in social with users from your location primarily. Not, for example, if I'm here in, for example, Indonesia, I will be matched with people here first of all, and then if not enough, for example, I will match with the rest. So because we had a lot of complaints about that, people want to rather see someone from their country, from their city. So this is
At least the
this
same
is what
language they speak, right?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. So
yeah.
improve a lot in this direction. But the entire socializing feature also there will be possibility to interact with users in socialized turn later. So as when you get match, you will be able to interact later with these users.
Andrii, also please tell us about the collections. Will people be able to make art collections out of the NFTs they create? Because sometimes we really get amazing results produced by AI algorithm. So please share more specs of this feature and is it actually possible, or are there any plans for like future roadmap that people be able or not to create any kind of collections like in similar styles or anything like that?
Basically, if we're talking about like nearly roadmap, let's say another few months, I'd rather no. If we are talking about 1 year roadmap, we have this collection feature. We were thinking about making like giving our AI algorithms, our AI power to users, to ability to create them their own collections. It's like AI art. It's like really cool thing, which can have good demand. So we don't have this feature still planned in details, but there were something like that on our conversation, and there was like a scratch in roadmap to give users possibility to create collections in our application and use it for other purposes than just playing in IguVerse. So yeah, there is something like that, but there is no deadlines for that, no exact timeline. But I think that with the amount of things we are doing and how fast we are growing, we can achieve probably everything and even much more than we have in our current roadmap, even 1 year roadmap.
Okay. Other people asking about how are we planning to promote the project, because like there is some relationship, like not some but still, like to pet centric cluster of the internet, right? So can you share the ideas that we have in terms of marketing to promote the projects, like what the best ways we consider for the project to make it widespread?
Yeah, there are a lot of directions here. How to promote the project, how to grow the audience. If I can roughly, for example, we have this airdrops collaborations with other projects, so bringing users from Web3 from other project inside. This is the one direction. We have influencer direction, of course. Like what is for the project, which is the main feature is like socializing. What can be better advertised than just playing the game itself? So that's what we are planning to do, to partner with a lot of influencers, especially streamers who will be promoting the game, who will be playing the game itself, showing to the users how they can earn, how they can use the application, how they get the most out of that. This is if we're talking about bringing users from Web2. Also, we will bring a lot of users from pet influencers. You can see, as you mentioned, it's very on point because there are a lot of accounts in Instagram and TikTok who are just posting their pets. They have massive follows, massive engagement, massive conversion, and these users will be playing IguVerse. And because we here believe in IguVerse that by playing we can get the most of the product, the most of marketing, if we at the same time we have a critical amount of influencers playing the game at the same time. You know, when it's like one influencer playing is cool, when 2, 3, 4, 10, and when at some moment you, for example, you go on Instagram and you see your friend of friends, some influencer, another one, hearing recommendations, everyone is playing. This is the effect which we're planning to achieve. Because when when you have a product and say, "Hi guys, this is a new product. This is not advertisement. Just go and buy." This doesn't work, especially in current market conditions. This is not something we are chasing. Is, if you can see, we didn't have much of that advertising because it's simply waste of money. It's not efficient and you cannot scale it. And we will build the scalable marketing, the marketing which scales actually. That's our primary goal, to bring critical amount of influencer users on board who will be playing this game as a showing to user, not as advertised, but as a showing them that you are doing this every day.
Yeah, as a product that also can have the impact, not just fun. So,
Yeah.
talking about impact, the social impact, can you tell us about the idea of bringing charities into the application and how people interact with this feature?
Okay, so basically, one of our core feature as well is charity organizations and donations. So basically, how that works: every user has obligatory tax donation to one of the organizations which user can choose. Currently, actually, we have only one organization, is UI Animals, inside our application. But in the coming week, we'll add another few. I expect another two organization, and the three organization will be enough for now. So better to focus on a few and give real impact than just to give small to a lot different. So that's what we are gonna do. There will probably some international organization, yeah, because currently it's only for Ukraine, so there'll be from three different locations, different kind of organization, maybe
To make it worldwide.
shelter or
Yeah.
yeah, maybe worldwide. Yeah, that's what we are doing. This is what the team is currently focusing on. And the idea is that the user from everyday earnings, part of this profit is going to organizations, and the organization get this as a tokens. Is everything on blockchain because everyday system automatically will withdraw the rewards from virtual internal balance to charity blockchain address, and they will be able to sell the token for the cash, right, and put that money in the charity as it should be. So everything will be, we don't collect that money. I mean, it's not going through us, it's going directly to charities, as Animals provided us, for example, with their BEP20 address, so the money will go directly there. So once token, because the balance is already building there, but it's still the payouts are not coming because the token is not live. But once the token go live, the system will withdraw every entire balance to that address in the IguVerse token, and they will be free to sell and use it for good cause. Yeah, and our idea is that the product should bring some impact, and it's like the gamifying is like the easiest way to bring masses into the product, because it's easy, it's simple, and it's fun, and that's how we bring a lot of users. And when you have a lot of users which use your product, then you can build a lot of useful things there. So this is, I think, gamify is the most easiest way to bring users into something, because you want people to bring users in crypto by saying, oh, we built so amazing protocol, another protocol is 200,000 transactions per second, it's super cool, you need to try it, let's do that. You won't bring Web2 users to that, right? So it will work, it won't work. It will work for some crypto nerds, right? But not for Web2 users.
Yeah.
And the goal is to bring Web2 users, because Web3 will die without Web2 users.
And talking about crypto enthusiasts, right? People who are deeply into Web3 and who are interested into the project, because that's some of the questions we actually have in the chat. Among all of the ecosystem we're trying to build, right? The game, IguVerse. But are we going to have any kind of different Igu something projects, like products inside the project?
Yeah.
Can you share some ideas on that? Like because there are a lot of brainstorming going on every day, right? And we already have something in place. So please specify on this topic.
Yeah, so basically, IguVerse, as I said, is we never position ourselves as a socialized or multi or gamify. It is ecosystem, and there will be a lot of products on top of that. So by having your Igu tokens, you will be able to use all these features and benefit from them. So another all of the next upcoming features which will be built, they will be built around the utility of Igu token. So it will keep going up because of that, because of the success of these features. And we have a lot of on timeline, and the things which which I can already tell it will be a launchpad, there will be a DEX, there will be a bridge, there will be a lot of Web2 solutions, and also there will be Web2 solutions like our AI. So we will leverage our AI as a to users, not only for creating pet NFTs, but for other stuff. So all these things will be created around utility of Igu token. And yeah, and it's just only part of what I can tell you. And here, of course, I can tell you more, but not on the MA. Yeah, but and we will uncover all these things to user as we have more details and official announcements.
All the confirmed partnerships and everything.
It's like, yeah, whatever what we have built is like maybe 10%, maybe 5 even from what will be in another few months.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Speaking partnerships, we have Chainlink in the list. So can you give us some info related to the what's the relationship between IguVerse and Chainlink, and what we actually do together? Why there is this partnership in place?
Okay, cool questions. Probably people already seen that from our website. So basically, IguVerse application has mystery boxes feature, which we have an application, and we use one of the Chainlink solutions, which is called VRF, for generating truly random numbers. It means the solution Chainlink, we use their smart contract solution, which guarantees that the mystery box which you buy, and when you open it, that the result is fair and truly random as it should be. So it's like it guarantees that it cannot be cheated, and our mystery boxes are built on top of that product, and with a partnership with Chainlink, and it will be announced. The official partnership will be announced in coming week, I think, or maybe 10 days. It's already finalizing all marketing plan for that. So basically, we are using Chainlink product as a part of our partnership, and we will have co-marketing as a big use case for their product. Yeah, that's what this partnership about. So basically, our partnership which we have is like a meaningful partnership. I can see a lot of crypto projects which put whatever they just had a chat or speak is a partnership. We have in 30, 40, 50 projects, different projects. We don't do that. We just put every meaningful partnership, which really has some use case.
Yeah, the value for the project. Yeah, absolutely. Not just like smart money, as you mentioned. Okay. Another question is very simple, but I would love to speak it out. I want to invest in this game. How can I buy your token? Where it was listed? Yeah.
So basically, the sale is over. We had a private sale, which is already over. The next possibility to buy token will be on public round, which will be very small, because basically we shorten it up to, it's very small amount basically. So it will be big shortage. So probably will be hard to get allocation for that. So this is the next possibility. If you get enough lucky, you will be able to buy. If not, then only on listing, because we don't run any rounds anymore. So the public round which we're gonna have will be, I think, currently from our tokenomics is $120K, which is very small amount. It will be sold in a few seconds. We know how big demand is currently for the token, and it will be sold in seconds. Yeah. So another possibility will be to buy on listing.
Okay, nice. Also, another question is related to going back to the development of the application. Current market condition. It's really like one of the worst case scenarios right now. But how does it affect the development? And if it does, what kind of aspects it makes the big impact on, the biggest impact?
Basically, as CEO of Binance is telling that bear market is the perfect time to build. So I think it's really is a perfect time to do that, because when we are in this market, we can be focused on development and creating solutions which are really used, which have real demand for real users, from real users, and we can focus on that, because when everything is going up left and right, making 10x per day, you cannot focus on the product. You are focusing on creating hype and bringing and inflating evaluations.
Yeah.
So projects who survive this bear market, this was a project which will show insane gains in upcoming bull market. So basically, I think we are in the right place currently, where we are, what we are doing, by building, focusing on development, and we don't like waste our time and concentration on anything else, and we are not distracted by Bitcoin price going up and big swings in the market, because for example, I, as a trader with experience with 5 years, it's hard for me to watch, for example, when something is going up 30, 50, 70% per day, right? And not to jump in a trade. So yeah, I remember back 2021, it was hard to do anything else besides watching the charts. So now it's just perfect time to shut off the charts and just build. That's what we are doing.
Yeah, true. Another few questions real quick, because it's been already an hour since we're here. What charity organizations we are planning to work with, because you've touched the topic a bit, and what organizations we already have on board. Just make a quick...
Talking quick, so currently we have UI Animals, which we are supporting, and we have very tight partnership with the marketing, together marketing and help each other, and also we're talking with the big international organization, but until we don't sign the final papers, I think it's just not reasonable to talk.
Yeah, absolutely, totally agree.
Yeah, we have quite big, well-known names which we are talking with. There are a lot of things to consider, like donating with the cryptocurrency made a lot of problems, and also, so basically we will put one. Our goal is to have 3 organizations at this stage. One we have, one good one, another one we will have some small, like local organization to make some impact, and the third one will be big named international organization. That's the goal. Okay.
Another question is coming from Noin. He's saying, I have a few questions. Can you tell more about DAO Maker partnership NFT ranking for Genesis NFTs, and what is their utility excluding allocation? Thanks.
Okay, can you split it again?
Because there are actually 3 questions, right? So let's start with the last one. What is the utility of Genesis NFTs, and how the ranking works?
Let me do step by step. So basically, utility of Genesis NFTs, the main utility was first getting into private sale with the best possible price, and second one, exchanging it to playable NFTs, which we are already exchanging. So currently what you can do with your Genesis NFT is follow our instructions, send it to the burn address, which we provide in in the instruction and get playable NFT as a whitelist in IguVerse and start earning with your playable NFT.
Okay, okay, nice. Another question in this question was just let me find it. Um, it was the about definitely about the relationship between DAO Maker and IguVerse. Can you tell more about the partnership?
Yeah, basically, we are negotiating with DAO Maker about our future launch, and still the terms which we are getting is not something we want to accept currently. We want some better terms, and that's what we are doing currently, negotiating. So it's still not final, and we do not announce anything until we finalize that.
Yeah.
But
All right. All right. Cool. Let's go through other couple of last questions. Are you planning to add any kind of other games so the user can choose between them and not playing just the same arcade again and again?
yeah, sure. Of course, this is something on the timeline. You will have different games and different tasks. There will be much more different tasks in the application.
Okay, good. Two more, real quick, because they're coming, and one of them is about the roadmap. Are we planning to change the roadmap in the future, or have we actually changed it? And how does it work with the roadmap?
So, and don't entirely understand the question. What do you mean change roadmap? I mean, roadmap is always changing. I mean, in terms,
Yeah, exactly.
it's get feedback, you get some idea, you get some trend, you jump on it and you change your roadmap. Roadmap is just like, it's some plan, it's some direction which you are going in, but it's so many things which are coming out of the roadmaps. Of course, it's all the time changing. If someone in Web3 can say that they can put the roadmap for 2 years and follow it, I will just laugh in their
Yeah,
faces. Literally,
absolutely
like,
agree. Yeah. You always have to even choose between different pivots you're going to make, right? So
adapt. Yeah, tomorrow I don't know, they launch another new technology, new protocol, and it will be
and you're
stupid
going
not
to
to jump
stick
on
to your
it.
roadmap? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How many team members do you have in the project, and do they have the experience working in crypto and non-crypto projects?
So currently, honestly, is even I can say exact number is between 43 and 45, something like that, because it's already company already got to that point where my people or our team hiring other people. So, for example, I don't even know personally everyone in the team. For example, from moderation, I don't know from community. I don't know half of the people. I never speak to them. Didn't have a chance because so many things. So everyone is focusing on their own things, and the company is really growing fast. So it's almost reaching 50 people. It will be soon because we're still hiring, and there are a lot of people with experience in Web3. First of developers, half of developers are experienced at least in Web3, smart contract developers, founders, of course, all management, entire C-level management is at least from 2017 in crypto, and the people from community also, mods, everyone is experienced in crypto, everyone worked at least in a few projects before. So I think maybe 20% of the team never worked with the crypto before. Some of the devs, front-end devs, never worked with the crypto before, but there were no need for that because what they're doing is not strictly connected to the Web3 experience. But yeah, the team is, I can say, crypto team.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, Andrii, I do thank you for answering most of the valuable questions. Of course, we had no chance to give the answers for all of them because there were a lot. Our team will definitely go through all of them again. You guys can join our chats, following all the links that you have in our Medium, in our Instagram account, in our website, and everywhere else. Right now, I think it's time to go to the finish line. So, Andrii, do you have anything to tell in the end besides that we are also giving away 10 of the whitelists and the prizes for the best questions?
What I want to add is like it's really so great to have such a big community which is actively following the project, playing the game. I can see how many questions, how people actually participate in all the activities, and they will be definitely rewarded for that. And it's just, you know, when there is some projects, very promising projects, people who are getting as a first, they always get the most out of that. And being the pioneer in the project like that is potentially very it can be very rewarding for users. So yeah, just keep engaging, playing, exploring, staying in community, and you'll benefit from that. Everyone who is in the project from the beginning will benefit from that. So just let's keep growing together. That's
Okay.
what I want.
Awesome, cool. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bogdan.
Yeah.
It's nice to talk to you. See you tomorrow and continue building.
Yeah. Also, we're going to have the another AMA session for Russian and Ukrainian speaking part of the community. So just guys, keep staying with us. Stay tuned. Check the news. We have a lot of stuff to announce. Believe me. Yeah. So thank you, everyone, and yeah, goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.